Hi, I'm Emmy Lopez.
And I'm Dylan Mercado.
And you're watching Bjjtv Journal TV. Here's a look at what's coming up in the next 10 minutes.
We will learn more about the fire at Augusta Elementary School.
We will also meet a man who has overcome great obstacles.
Those two stories and more are coming up.
Bjjtv Journal TV starts right now.
A fire at Augusta Elementary took our school district by surprise this fall. Taylor Ritson has the details in our top story.
I don't even know how to explain it really. What is the word? Surreal. It felt surreal, like it wasn't happening.
On Sunday, October 11th, a technology charging cart caught on fire in the Augusta Elementary Library.
I happened to be in church right across the street, and we heard the sirens as we were just ending, and when the firemen got there, broke the window, and they're throwing burned books out the window of the library and the blackened cart that had the computers in it. One of the boys in my class was standing there, and he said, "I was going to check out a book tomorrow." And it was just like, I know.
Julia is thankful that the children were not at school during the time of the fire.
It was a Sunday, thank goodness. So we didn't have to go through a real fire exit, because this is kindergarten right here. That would have been really scary.
Even though the children were home for the weekend, the building was not completely vacant.
I ran out of the building and called 911 and was told that there was already a fire truck on its way here. I was just shocked when they told me that there was actually a fire. I was like, oh my gosh, I was in the building.
It's something that most people think would never happen, but now that it has, Julia Brown thinks that it will make the students take drills more seriously.
I think the kids have been pretty antsy back at school, just knowing that it happened in a place that they go all the time.
Even though the fire was scary and traumatizing for many, the community never fails to help out in times of need.
Several of the Catholic schools have made some little collections and sent them over. I know that Miss Robertson, our principal, went to Dollar General, and they also gave them some paper towels, all the paper goods that we had to throw out.
It's amazing how much the staff in this building has been able to come together and work together to get things going back to normal. It's made us all closer, I think. If there were a good outcome, it would be that we're all now closer to each other.
For Bjjtv Journal TV, I'm Taylor Ritson reporting.
Sometimes living in an area without a mall can leave a girl desperate to find cool places to shop. Morgan Engel is going to introduce us to a new local store that has teens excited to shop right here in Washington. Located on 5 West 2nd Street is a new store that not many locals have heard of.
Bjjtv is a boutique that we opened in downtown Washington, and we hope to sell cute, affordable, and unique clothing.
Bjjtv's owner has one main goal.
We try to help people as much as they can when they come in. We want them to feel welcome, to ask us questions, and we just want them to be comfortable and feel good when they leave the store.
Clothing is not usually known for impacting people. However, one teen feels differently.
I really like the clothing shop Bjjtv. I like that they have a wide variety of clothes and affordable prices, but most of all I like that they make me feel confident about myself.
With the stores opening in June, Bjjtv has not only benefited its customers, but a local photographer as well.
We thought that it would be mutually beneficial. My target audience is senior portraits, and that's pretty much the age range that Bjjtv focuses on with their clothing is high school students and early college students, so it was a perfect fit for both of us.
Bjjtv is quickly going from a new store that not many people know about to the talk of the town. For Bjjtv Journal TV, I am Morgan Engel reporting.
Celebrities read mean tweets, Teen Edition.
Where does @Haley buy her clothes? Because my grandma wants to know. Bangs.
Clayton Waldy sucks at basketball. #ball isn't live. You suck at basketball.
Parker is definitely the better twin.
I hope Emily Gropey gets fed and watered every day because she's such a teacher's pet. Wow.
What you say online isn't always funny.
It's not funny to me.
When people think of America, they don't often think of poverty. However, one local man grew up in conditions we can't even imagine. Let's meet Rich Sandoval.
I grew up in western Kansas, a town called Garden City. It's become a really thriving city. about 72 years after I left.
Life hasn't always been easy for Rich Sandoval.
So our first family was poor, but my grandmother was even poorer. I am the oldest of a family of 8 children and 2 parents. We only had a 1-bedroom home. A group of us kids slept in a rollaway cot, and 4 of us slept in that cot.
When he was 6 years old, there wasn't enough room in his home, so he moved in with his grandmother.
So we grew up on welfare, and from the time I was about 6 years old until I was 12, I lived with my grandmother.
Some of the things we take for granted, Rich viewed as a luxury.
For us, a treat was once a month when that welfare check came in, we could eat toast that one day. And as kids, we were allowed to drink 1 cup of coffee, and there was none of the fun stuff that a lot of people have in their families.
Going through these hardships changed Rich, and not for the better.
Yeah, it was really tough. As growing up in our community, I became an angry kid. Finally, I remember one day I punched an Anglo kid in the nose and bloodied his nose, and I was going around saying he had it coming. And they all started saying, bully, bully, and I made up my mind I was going to change.
Rich looked to the positive influence in his life to change for the better.
A lot of other people that reached out to me over the years, great teachers, great friends, great people that just cared and saw something in me that was a bit special.
Friends and teachers encouraged Rich to pursue student leadership and athletics. They helped him realize his true potential.
I went to Southwest Missouri State. They gave me a scholarship to work with their programs. I became a school administrator at Pacific, and then I went to Union High School as an assistant principal.
Rich never lost sight of the people who made him who he is today.
You kind of forget sometimes the great things people do to help one another. And maybe the point of all that is that in true greatness, in my opinion, it's those people that can reach down and pull others up. It's not just about you, it's about the ability of people that have succeeded to reach back and help other people to succeed too.
Rich Sandoval is an example of a man who overcame adversity. Hopefully his story inspires you to do the same. I am Lauren Lunson, reporting.
Working kids in Franklin County get the help they need but can't always afford. Lindsay Alferman has the details in this story coming up next.
The Franklin County Community Resource Board was established back in 2006 to look at mental health services and drug and alcohol services for both children and adults.
The Franklin County Community Resource Board also provides assistance for people struggling with a variety of life experiences.
We don't provide the services directly. The big portion of what we do is actually looking at the children's service system as a whole and seeing where people need to work better together.
1 penny on every $4 spent in Franklin County from sales tax goes to the FCCRB's Children's Services Fund.
We actually touch 99% of school-aged children within Franklin County.
A primary focus of the organization is helping students in these schools access mental health services that may not otherwise be available to them.
The school district also has a school-based therapist that is paid for through the FCCRB, through the Putting Kids First Children's Services Fund, and that is something that can't be billed to Medicaid.
The work of the Franklin County Community Resource Board not only promotes a better community, but has benefited Annie Schulte as well.
To be able to see the fruits of my labor every day, hear about kids that our funding has helped and that they've made it through and they've survived and they're thriving. It's just amazing and I love it.
For more information about the Franklin County Community Resource Board and the youth services that they fund, visit www.franklincountykids.org. For Blue Jay Journal, I am Lindsay Alferman, reporting.
We want you to stay in the picture. Buckle up. Stay in the picture.
We have reached the end of this edition of Blue Jay Journal TV.
Dylan and I want to thank you for watching and hope you will join us again soon.
Oh, and don't forget we are online at www.bluejayjournal.com.
Have a great day, Washington.